Hey, welcome back to a whole new edition of Delli's COVID Cooking Show. You know, I spent some years in Germany, and they cook schnitzel for everything. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, it doesn't matter. But their schnitzel is wonderful. You know what? We're going to fire up some wonderful schnitzel, but not just any schnitzel today. Jägerschnitzel. Oh, it's going to be wonderful. Now, Jägerschnitzel, sometimes it's called hunter schnitzel. Basically, it's a very thin pork cutlet that's breaded and fried, and then you put a delicious mushroom sauce on top of it. Man, my mouth is watering just thinking about it. Okay, so before we start breading the schnitzel, there's a couple things we need to do. We need to pound it out and make it really nice and flat. So what you want to do is you take just a cutlet, very, very small, thin piece of pork loin, and then you get one of these wonderful hammers and you start hitting it. Now, before you just start hammering away, pro tip, cover it over with some saran wrap. That way, when you hit it, it doesn't fly around and splat around and make your kitchen all messy. Okay, I want you to see this difference. This one here has been hit out, and this is what the regular size is. So it actually makes it significantly bigger. Now, what the hammering of it does, it actually tenderizes the meat and breaks down all the sinew and the meat and the muscles and stuff in it, and it actually makes this super, super tender. Oh, it's gonna be prime. Okay, so these pork loins are all pounded out super nice and flat. As you can see, they're much bigger and much flatter than what they used to be. Now we gotta bread them. So you get some flour, you get some eggs, and you get some breadcrumbs. What you do is you put it in the flour, shake it off, dip it into the egg, and then let it drip a little bit, and then you coat it with the breadcrumbs. Then it's ready to go into the pan. Okay, so before we actually start frying these things, pro tip. Sometimes you don't have a thermometer, so you don't know how hot the oil is. So what you do is you make yourself a little tester, okay? And if you put it into the oil and it starts bubbling and sizzling, like that, that's generally how you know that it's good to go. Now, time to get started on this Jäger sauce. That's hard to say. Let's roll. Okay, the sauce, super easy to make. You take a bunch of mushrooms and onions, you saute them down in some butter. You want to get some caramelization on it first, okay? Because that really adds to the flavor. When that's done, you want to make a simple roux. You take some butter, a couple tablespoons, you melt it in, and then you add some flour, and you mix the flour all in. After that's all done, you add some beef stock, and you add some cream, and then season it with salt and pepper. You let it thicken up, and there's your Jäger sauce. Okay, this sauce is just wonderful. I mean, it's rich and decadent, right? So when you're plating this stuff up, you might want to think about having something a little lighter as some sides. So today, we're just some nice shredded German hash browns with a nice garden salad. Man, doesn't this look prime? Gasse das Schnitzel. Thanks for watching Delli's COVID Cooking Show.